Maite should be here. She's coming, I hope. I will present you the Kounga na tamariki. Our poster, the title of our poster is Quality for Children. We decided to write in Maori language because we are in a multicultural sectors and we need to extend this. We decided to use 5 keys factors related with the tamariki. So that's why our poster is constructed in this way, because the idea is we have 5 keys here, 5 factors here: love, respect, challenge, environment, and qualified staff. And we can link all these 5, actually all these 4, with 4 principles on tamariki. And we have whanau, tangata, that is family and community. We have kamana, that is empowerment. We have nahononga, that is relationship. And we have kotonitanga, is holistic development. But we add, just for fun, one more principle that could be in the tamariki, but we can find, that is tonga ta tanga. It's individuality. It's about the unique, because each child is unique. So it's not there, but could be. And each one of these principles is related with one strength. We have 5 strengths. So this is good because we can find 5 key factors related with 5 strengths in the tamariki that we use, because our education, everything that we are learning here, it's based on the tamariki, and it's something that we should know by heart to put this in practical when we start to work. That's why we linked every single one with principle and strength. So here we have love. Why love is important? Because it's the first thing that every child will know to the family. And that's why we link love with family and community, and the strength is belong. Because the kid needs to know that he belongs to something. Belong to what? The first thing that he will belong is the family, and the family is the first community, is the small one. It's the first one that the child will know and start to understand the world through them. So that's why love is linked with this. And how can we use this in centers? How can we extend this kind of key, this kind of principle and strength in our daily basis? Personal touch, participation, and nurture. There are just 3 key words inside of this big concept here. Because when the kids come to the center, we need to understand that we are kind of a second family for them. Yeah? So we need to have something in the walls related with their families, maybe some toy or picture from the families. They can feel that it's also their home. We have here respect. And that respect, this is strength, we are linked with the individuality and contribution, because kids learn through the example, by the example. And we are the example for them. The first example is for their parents, sisters, aunts, grandparents, but the second one is us as a teacher, qualified or not qualified, unqualified, because they will look at us doing something and they will learn using this. And they will use this as a fuel to build a relationship with each other. So if we treat some kids with respect, we show them that they need to respect the others. And the respect is not about just the language, because the language should be soft, should be smooth. They can understand that we don't need to yell to get something. They can use love, they can use soft words. But this is related also with the multicultural guidelines, because we have a multicultural curriculum to But we are talking here about Maori and English, but we have Chinese kids, we have Portuguese kids, we have Indian kids. So it's about all kind of cultures. And to understand this, we need to use respect. They need to understand that they can respect different cultures, different religions, and different languages, and learn about that, and use this in their days. And at the point that you understand this, that you are unique, that you have your individuality, and you understand that each kind of kid does their own as a kid, you can contribute. You can go to the contribution. That you will contribute with a better world, with your community. So every kind of aspect here is linked with each other. You know, you can talk about individually, but it's all related. You can do it all just one. Then we can have the challenge, because we are talking here, right? Kids learn using their playing. They learn about using their skills, their strength, their interests, and how can they evolve? If you are talking about baby, you can just, Alina was talking this with us. If you put something in front of the baby will grow, try to do that. How can you help them to improve to a different thing? You put here, they need to do this movement. Or you put that, you can do this. Here, you use like a little girl, and this is like a kind of wood, and she's trying to walk in this. It is a small challenge for her. So this is a big challenge for her. And this is a small challenge for me because I'm grown. For her, this is a big step. We saw that video in Randeep class. The kids were like doing this, and the teacher was following him. Small steps, but big challenge for the kids. And the challenge is not about just physical things. The challenge with the mind too, because we need to, in this part, we need to help the holistic development. It's all of this together. So challenge must be think out of the box. We can have different kind of items to help them, as the center that we show in the video that has the things in the floor that you can put the feet. And using this, kids will be more comfortable, more confidence, and they can help each other, because kids are great, you know. If one kid saw another one and then can't do this, kids will try to help. And this challenge, this is part of the challenge. You help each other to pass this new challenge for you. I'm talking too fast? That's good. Okay. And that's why we can have the environment here, because all of this is possible if you have a good environment. If you have our environment to provide relationships for all of this, and an environment where the kids will feel a well-being to reproduce all of this. And what kind of environment is this? It's a clean environment, safe environment, suiting environment. It's an environment to provide all kinds of tools for that kind of kids to evolve. So we need to have books to help their minds. We need to have toys to help them to create something, to build something, to evolve as human beings. And this environment should provide everything. It could be indoor, with chairs, with books, could be outdoor, using the playground, the grass, the woods, depends on the kind of center you have. The environment should provide all of your tools to help these kids to develop themselves. And to use everything, we need to have qualified staff. And I put qualified staff here, but I'm talking here about qualified teacher and unqualified teacher, because we have different roles in the center, but we must be qualified in a certain level to be there. So that's why we're doing here. We're learning how to be an unqualified teacher, but with skills. So this put us, even us with unqualified diploma, but in the qualified stuff. Because we are learning here how to develop them in the holistic development. We are learning here how to use our communication to help them to evolve. Non-verbal communication, verbal communication, sign language, it doesn't matter. It's our duty to make them feel comfortable using our voice, right? So talkative relationship, expressing feelings, kids they need to know that they can talk to you and you understand them. Pay attention when they are talking to you, because this is important. You can understand what they are talking about, why they are talking about this, why they need from me, how can I help them solve a problem or to create a bond with a new friend in the center. All of this, it's come to us. And in this part here, the talkative relationship must work too between our colleagues too, because a good center has a good team working for the kids, right? It's a big service. We need to provide them all the tools that they need to evolve as a human being and to grow up in different levels. Brain, physical, bonds with the families, bonds with the community. I think because I was trying to remember this morning what Randeep said in the last class for us, that the quality is like, we have like a rule in the dictionary what quality is, but quality is like how we saw that, right? It's about our experience too, and how can we see this kind of thing. And for me, I think the high qualities to us give them the tools to evolve. Everything that we can do to the kids grow up healthy, safety, emotional well-being, and physically well, and to be able to create a good community around them. I think that is our duty. You know, that's the thing that will be my goal, to help them to the quality of their education. I think that's it.
About music and maths.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Maite and I used that activity that we did, how to teach math for infants, toddlers, and preschool, music, and how to teach math to infants, toddlers, and preschool. We put this here because this is part of our role as a qualified teacher or qualified teacher, and we think that we can link the activity with the concepts. For example, here in the music, for infants, my idea was to show them different kind of sounds using different kind of things. For example, a plastic box. If you beat in a plastic box, you create a sound. If you shake a rattle, you create a different sound. And when you are talking about infants, of course they don't understand music, but they start to understand sound. So I think this is related to challenge. So you created a new environment for them, because music is new for the infants. They start to learn this kind of things. And you put them in front of the plastic box and show them how to beat. Of course, they don't have rhythm, but they know how to beat in the box. They will try to do that, they will try to do this, and you can help them. This is a challenge for the baby, right? But if you are talking about toddlers already know music. They can recognize music. So the idea was to show them some music that we can use, like an acoustic guitar or a tambourine, and show them the instruments, because they already know that kind of sound, they already know the kind of sound, and they can try to recreate that sound. So it's a new challenge for them. It's completely different from the babies. The babies, you don't need to use an acoustic guitar because they don't understand what it is, an acoustic guitar. So we can use different kind of things to teach one thing. Music is the same one, it's the same word. but we will use them in different ways for each age. And with preschools, for example, preschool are more activity little people, and they like to create something, they like to build something. So instead of just show them a hatto, let's create a hatto. Let's use the empty bottle and the bands, or we don't have bands, could be beans, chickpeas, whatever, to put inside, close the bottle, and shake the bottle. Let's create something, because with preschools we can use their ability to create, because they already want to do this. Toddlers want to do that too, but they don't have the hand skills ability. Not yet, they're developing. But with preschools, you can have, okay, open the bottle, put the bands, put the beans, close. You can decorate your hat. Now let's create a song. Let's use the Maori songs to create this and use this for you. So when you do that with a preschool, you are showing them they have challenge to prepare. They have an environment that provides this kind of things for them. We can use a song from their own culture, and they will feel respect. They will feel belonging. So everything that we used to do in one activity, it's linked with all of these concepts that we are talking about here. And it's the same with math. And Maite shows math because she likes numbers, but it's the same concept. There's a different kind of way to teach a toddler, an infant, and a preschool. Because people say, oh, but what can I do with math with infants? We can show cards, we can show numbers, and they will start to recognize this number, this shape, right? Because they don't know this is a number, but they know that shape. So we start with 1 and 2, and even with the fingers, you can help them. Because yesterday I was watching a video from my sister when she was 2. And it was her birthday, and we were talking like, come on, Patricia says 1 and 2, you are doing 2, now you're 2 years old, and she was like this, 1 and 2, and she was little, but she has no idea what about the number is, but she knows that she's 2, you know, and you can start to create this kind of connection, because kids will learn through playing and through the connections. And you need to put all the things together. And that's it. For real now. Thank you.